Hello everybody and welcome back to Sandy Bay multiplayer. So I've just joined the server and just found this tractor with a full load of wheat in the trailer. So I think the first thing to do is just to go and sell this, get rid of it, because another thing is we have to go over to field number 26, which is where there is apparently quite a big silage harvest going on. So I think we'll go and join in the fun there and see what is happening. It might be the case that they're just finishing, but I know there is something happening there, so we're going to go over there anyway, just to see. Thomas says, Daggerwin, I suggest you sell some of the beef. I think it said there, as there is lots of that. Okay, so if there's a lot of beef, we will have to do that as well. So yeah, I think we'll start off by doing a big silage harvest, or some silage harvesting, and then we can incorporate the beef selling into the video if they do need to be sold. We will have a look in a minute or two. But yeah, first of all, just got to go to the sell point with this wheat and we're going to get rid of it. Here we are, let's see how much money we can get for this. This is quite a big trailer load. It's not quite full, but still, it needs to be done. I don't know why it was just sort of dumped in the yard. I'm guessing someone couldn't find the sell point, but that's fine. We'll do it anyway. Yes, it would be quite interesting if we could get the server money to £1 billion. I'm sure that will be possible considering we're already on £320 million. So, yes, I'm sure we'll get there. Anyway, we're going to go up to field number 26, see what is happening, and take it from there. It's a surprisingly long way from the store to field 26. But we get to go over the river and the train line again. No train today. Field number 34 is quite a strange field. Before, if you tried to cultivate it, the shredded straw, which is in there from the previous harvest, wouldn't disappear. It would allow you to re-drill the field, but the straw wouldn't go. So I don't know if that is just that field which has got a problem, or if it is just something to do with the multiplayer. Not too sure about that, but field 34 is the only field I've seen that happening. We will have to try it in the future with a different field. But field number 26 is just up here. It will be on our left hand side. And it looks like there is a bit of a wait because there is not enough tractors and trailers. So good job we turned up. We will get this field done, and then we'll take a quick look at the beef and see how it's going. Hopefully I don't live up to the name Daggerwin today. Seems to be going okay. Oh! Why is it not harvesting? Oh, Matt forgot to turn it on. I've done that before, but through the beauty of editing I've managed to remove it. Glenn's turned up to take over from my position when we're full. In fact, actually looking at it, we might not even have to return to the field because with the capacity of those lorries and the size of this field, I don't think will really be needed. Bit of lag there. It is actually running surprisingly well though. We did get rid of some machinery last week at the end of the video because it was lagging a bit too much, and I think that has improved things quite a bit. This is a bit of a chaotic situation. We are 63% full. All of that is going into the Zoltan 27's trailer. Okay, this should fill it. Going back down here again. The key is to toot your horn when you're full. 88%. Yeah, we're definitely not going to be needed again here, so when we have put this into the pit, we will go and find the Joskin animal trailer, the livestock trailer. We'll take it over to the beef, and see how many need to be sold. Well, we'll check first of all actually, and then sell some. Right, we're pretty much there. There we go. So hopefully there is space at the main yard. There are 2 pits there, but if they're both fermenting, obviously we can't tip it there. I know that there is a pit available over at the BGA, but that is quite a distance from here. So hopefully we'll be able to just put it in here. I would usually use the Massey Ferguson tractors because they're just amazing in every possible way. But just trying to vary the tractors I use, and I did have a few requests to use the T8 again, so good opportunity to use it. And also we're doing something with a bit higher horsepower, although this trailer isn't that big. Good, we do have space. Well, that makes it a lot easier. We will get it put as far back as possible, because I don't think anyone is clamping it. It is 50% compacted, so not too bad. Oh, and we don't have drive control on, so we can't put forward drive on. Yeah, this pit is relatively empty, only 13% full. Oh, here we go, we've got Daniel. He's going to compact the clamp for us. So the best thing for us to do is probably to actually change tractors, because this is already kitted up with the trailer. So I'll just park it here. Don't usually like dumping stuff in the yard, but I know that someone's going to come and take it straight away anyway. So let's see what else there is here. Plenty of wheel loaders. Everything's a wheel loader. Wow, I think that's a bit too big for selling cows in. This will do, but I wouldn't mind having a drop nose. Drop nose Massey Ferguson. Aha, here we go. Dumped on the road. That will do perfectly. So, where is the trailer? I'm going to have to try and find it on here. Might take a while. So it seems to be in the forest of all places, which seems a bit unusual, but yes, it is there. It's in the forest, so we're going to have to go and find it. The forest, luckily, is just behind us. Oh, and look at that timing. Great demand for beef. Could it be any better than that? We've got 18 hours for that, so that is absolutely fine. I think as there's no one coming, I will just quickly look on this view and see how many do actually need to be sold. Wow, 233. That is a lot. Well, we'll do a load or two and go from there. Don't want to do beef selling for the whole episode. But yeah, first we need to find the trailer. And yes, it does seem to have been unusually dumped in the forest. It's unfortunate that this isn't like a job you can do in multiplayer, because I'm kind of going away from everyone and I could just be doing this in single player. But everyone is still on the server obviously, so it should be fine. Yeah, so it is, it's just been dumped here. Lucky there's no animals in it, that would be cruel. It is quite interesting to see where the machinery ends up. It's unusual some of the places, but it's a good job it's not in the sea, because that really would be annoying. I think most of the players actually are the same as last week. They seem to ring a bell. Anyway, this tractor should be okay with this trailer, hopefully. It's not like it's pulling anything through the ground. So let's head over to Willow Farm, to the beef cows. We will load it up. I don't know if I've used this trailer before. I've obviously used some in the kit. You get, I think, 3 different sizes. You get the one for the lorry. You also get the small one and this trail one. But I don't think I used this big one before. Seems to always have its lights on. So Thomas is going to help out, or I'm going to help Thomas out. Depends which way you look at it, because he asked for the help, but we're already doing it. So with 2 of us doing this, it should be a lot quicker. going to have to see what the capacity of this is. I think it will take less cows than it does pigs, because obviously they're bigger. So yeah, we'll just have to see, really. We'll probably wait for Thomas to turn up so we can do it all together, instead of making it look like this is single player. But this is where we need to go to. And over 200 to do. Very impressive. So the gate for them is around the back. And it should just be a case of reversing into there and then loading them up automatically. This tractor does seem a bit small on here. It's weird, it's loading up before... In fact, it won't let me put the back ramp down, that's weird. I think it's glitched actually, because the indicators are on static, so are the brake lights. So, I'm not sure what's happening there. Maybe it might just not be multiplayer compatible. But yeah, at least it fills them up. Thomas is on the way. I think he is the one near to field 20. So we've got 16. So it's going to take a lot of loads this. We will just pull over out of the way and wait for him to fill up. Here he is, he's got a bigger tractor than me. Probably a much more sensible idea. Okay, we're ready. Let's go. I think the best way to go is probably down that really steep slope. So we'll turn left out of here. And yeah, we'll just sell them both together. We'll take it nice and steady for our livestock. Zinni hasn't been on the server with me for 8 months. That is incredible. Yeah, I don't come on too much. I tend to only come on for the videos because I'm busy doing all the other videos. Whoa, 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 whoa. We've got living things on here. Careful. Yeah, Thomas has also noticed the lights on the trailer. Not sure what that is about. I think it is just compatibility with multiplayer. Here's the steep part. You can just take your foot off the accelerator and it keeps going. So we need to reverse into the cattle shed rather than the pig shed. I think it'll probably have to be one at a time. Yeah, I really want to find out how to put the tailgate down. I've done it before, but for some reason there is no longer an option and pressing X doesn't work. So I have to see if Thomas can do it. Because yeah, it just doesn't work. I don't understand it really. But they're selling, so we'll be getting a bit more money from this, but not that we need it. We're just going for that £1 billion goal. There we go. We are done. Yes, got to see if Thomas puts the ramp down or not, because I have not found a way of doing it. Nope. Yeah, must just... I'm pretty sure they don't work on multiplayer perfectly. Because I've used them before. Well, not this trailer, but this pack I have used before. Let's have a look in the bonnet. Something to do while we're waiting. Yeah, this tractor could probably do with a wash. So I think we will go and get one more load. This is the tougher bit, pulling them up the hill. The other Massey Ferguson is doing a pretty good job, but this one isn't that powerful. This is flat out. Bit busy there. So this time, I think I'll go for the pigs. It doesn't really matter which one we do. They all need to be sold. And also Thomas is there anyway. Thing is though, I think the fill point for the pigs is on the other side. Okay, so that's filling up. So we actually get 32 pigs in one of these. Obviously, they're much smaller, so they fit in better. So back to the auctioneers to sell our pigs. Not quite sure what's going on here. I think he's a very lost, happy farmer. Here's KeyPaule again. We always seem to pass on the same road. Oh, look at all the bacon butties in the back. And here we are at the auctioneers. So we want the pig shed this time. Not sure how much we're getting for them, but you know, it's all extra. It's to clean them out more than anything, because we don't need the money at all. It's just we've got so many in there, it would seem stupid not to sell them. And off we go. There's Thomas. He managed to do it all before me, even though he was following. So I think what we'll do is we'll take this back to Willow Farm, because I know there's a lot of people who want to join in the fun here. So yes, we'll just hand it over to someone else, because I'm getting pestered for more trailers, more of these livestock trailers, so someone can just take over. And yeah, that'll be pretty much this episode done, I think. So if you want to, please do give me some suggestions for next week, because I tend to do the same thing, like just mowing or just baling or just silaging, and then I get a load of complaints about that. So let me know what you think I should do, something which I haven't done for a while. To be honest, I can't really think of much, so I just tend to do lots of different things in a video, which you probably prefer anyway. But yeah, if you've got anything that you specifically want, then I will do it. Doesn't matter what time of day it is, this map always looks good. Just noticed that that field number 8, has been planted as grass. That used to be a wheat field. The very first field which I harvested on Sandy Bay on New Year's Day was that field. So yeah, we'll just drop this off and hand it over. Before I do that, just remembered that I did say that I was going to do this shout out thing. So everyone who's in the server now, there we go. We've actually got someone on Dutch. Oh yes, this is it pronounced boer? I think it is, which is apparently Dutch for farmer, which I was told last week. Everyone else is running the English version. Most people on here I actually do recognise from a few months ago when I used to do Chellington Farm. Good to see the same players are still sticking with the server. Right, KeyPaule is here, who is now passengering. I do like the passenger function, it is really handy. Like if there's a shortage of tractors, you can just sort of follow everyone around by just travelling in the cab with them instead of just following annoyingly behind. Not saying that's what people do, but you know, it's a lot better than someone crashing into you continually. So, yeah, here's Happy Farmer, managed to find the trailer. We will drop this off and probably keep her lit wants to use this, I'm not sure. But that is it. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. We will return next week, same time, and hopefully you'll have some suggestions for me. So what I'll do is just reverse this into here, get it filling up, and then we will call it a day. There we go. So from me and everyone else on the server, thank you for watching, and please join me again soon. Bye for now.